Is there something in your career that you've done and that you would advise others not to do?
This one was a hard one because I was trying to think about what I've done. I have in my career at one point when I was younger, had listened to a supervisor who instructed me to operate a piece of machinery, which I was competent to do and assessed and passed out, but I was not passed out on driving under this particular standpipe,
Yes.
where it's a water cart, and the angle was very different to that of other standpipes, and I was a bit hesitant, and a friend had said to me, "Oh, you need to make sure that you get assessed so that you can be shown how to come in under it, because it's a completely different angle." So I went to the supervisor and I said, "Oh, I need to get assessed to come under that standpipe," and he said, "Oh, you'll be right. It's just like everything else." And I took that and went with it and had an incident.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
yeah, it was, I understood what he was meaning by the angle, and the angle I came in had made me hit the actual standpipe with the water truck. So the lesson there, I learned that even though it was my supervisor, they also make mistakes, and if you know that you haven't been assessed, to follow through to make sure that you do, and sometimes you have to go over the supervisor and be more assertive in saying, "No, I haven't, so can you please get someone, and I'm not going to do it until you get someone to pass me out." So that was something that happened in my earlier years of my career, but it was a very important lesson because it taught me that just because they're supervisors
Yes.
and they're the people that you look up to in your workplace doesn't mean that they're always right.
Yes.
But it's also important for you to own your own mistakes in that as well, which is what I did. You know, I apologised to the supervisor. He apologised to me. We both saw the errors of our ways and we moved past it.
Okay, that's great. Would you say perhaps that your intuition had told you not to do that thing somehow, so you knew it, but
Yes, I've always, I had a little niggling feeling that it was there, and that was what came out in the investigation with the safety rep. He said, he said to me, "Kyra, do you ever feel that?" And I said, "Yes, I did. But because it was the supervisor, I didn't want to disappoint." And I thought, "Oh, well, it can't be that bad if he's trusting that I know what I'm doing." And the safety rep said, "Well, usually that little iggling feeling tells you that don't do it." So
okay.
whenever you feel that, listen to that and question it. And that's your rights. Your rights are to be able to question those things when you don't feel right about it.